Hi, my name is Sierra Talamantes, and I'm going to be doing a persuasive speech on why a person should do a diet change. So my topic is on diet change. The specific diet change that I believe that a person should make is to become a vegetarian. If a person is able to become a vegetarian and commit to that, they'll be able to see the effects of health, positive effects of health, positive effects for animals, and positive effects for the environment also. If people took control of their diet and made that change to become a vegetarian, they would see the positive effects for animals, for their health, and for the environment, and what that looks like. So my specific emphasis is on the rise of the meat industry and agriculture. So meat and agriculture has become increasingly important to us as a world, as a country, I would say. Honestly, just a country, because I wouldn't say outside of the world, but as a country I would say that it's becoming increasingly important to us and we don't realize at what cost. At what cost for our own health, for the animals, and for our environment. If people were to change their diet even for a small amount of time, they would be able to see all of these positive effects into their life that I've listed with the health and for animals and for their environment. I am able to say this because I am a vegetarian myself. I've been a vegetarian now for about a year. From the age that I could chew to 21, I ate meat. And I increasingly got more aware of my weight and things like that and my health, and I wanted to just correct that. And so I asked my doctor how to do that, and he explained to me that I would have to do a diet change. I looked at all kinds of diet changes, and the one that really worked for me, or that made sense to me, was becoming a vegetarian. Knowing that I ate meat my entire life, I knew that I was not going to be able to quit cold turkey. And so I took small steps, and I became a pescatarian, which is where a person only eats meat if they are going to eat any type of meat, and it's only fish. And so with that, I only ate fish for about 6 months, and then after 6 months I was able to really wean myself off of meat altogether and become a vegetarian. And I have been able to see the results in my health, and I have been able to see the results for animals, because I've become more conscious in animals' lives and more present in the lives of animals and things of that nature. And I've also just researched the effects on the environment and how I'm able to make my place in the positive effects that the environment has. I've also taken research into authors and researchers like Lori Gwen. Lori Gwen is a researcher who looks at animals and how they are or have morality just like humans and what that looks like. David Kasub looks at environment and how that connects to animals, and Permente Journal looks at health and how that connects to vegetarianism. So I want to describe to you the positive effects becoming a vegetarian has on your health. I want to examine the benefits that it has for animals that you might not get to see firsthand, but that you're impacting secondhand. And I want to discuss the environment with you and how becoming a vegetarian really affects the environment itself. So, positive effects on health. Obviously, becoming a vegetarian has positive effects on your health. You are consuming more fruits, you're consuming more vegetables, which has more raw vitamins and minerals and just good things that your body really needs and absorbs quickly and knows exactly what to do with. It's not confusing for the body. So right now, if we look at our country, 39% of it is obese. And that increases every year by 5% is what they're saying right now. That it'll increase next year by 5% and the next year by 5%. And that's a scary number. If people were able to cut meat out of their diet, they would be able to see a decline in obesity, and we wouldn't have those results. So Permente Journal did a case study on what people that ate meat looked like and what people that didn't eat meat looked like. Inside and out, excuse me. So the people that did not eat meat experienced positive results. They were obviously leaner, they felt better going to sleep, getting up in the morning during the day, while the others that did eat meat saw their health decline because of the meat that they were eating. So becoming a vegetarian not only has benefits for your health, but also benefits for animal life itself. Lori Gwen, like I said, is a researcher that looks at animals and what morality looks like for animals. Animals have social lives, they have social problems, they communicate in a certain language, they create relationships, and they express emotion. And these are things that a person that's not a researcher can tell, that animals can really do this for us. And because of that, we're able to say that animals have morality just like humans. And so they deserve respect. They do have a life that we need to respect and just understand and kind of just comfort them and just all together respect them as life. Because not only are their living conditions awful, their transportation of life, getting from state to state to state, because obviously there's a high demand of meat everywhere, and cows can't be bred in certain areas. So getting certain animals to certain areas is awful for those animals. And to think about their transportation life and their life altogether is just horrid to think about. So if you were to become a vegetarian, you would be against that. You wouldn't be part of that meat industry. You would be saying that you don't want to be part of that, and you get to be part of the positive effects that animals get to see. So not only does becoming a vegetarian have positive effects on your health and animals itself, it has positive effects for the environment. And David Cabus looked at animals and the environment and linked them together and said that they are absolutely linked, that animals are our environment and that we should look at them as such. So when you are looking at an animal, you're looking at your outside world, and how you treat your outside world is your future. And so we should be treating our animals kinder, better, not as just products for our means. And with that, we help the environment. Another thing that we look at with the environment is that animal waste itself is not regulated, and so that is very difficult itself. So if we are able to see the benefits that a diet change can have with becoming a vegetarian, we are able to improve our health, animals' life itself, and the environment. So if a person is able to take control of their diet, they will get to see all of these health benefits themselves. I'm a vegetarian and can speak on behalf of all of this, and I'm making a difference myself for my health, animals, and the environment. Thank you.